Hi everybody, my name is Jan Dufour and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from just outside of Louisville, Kentucky. This is my third week in my brace for my broken wrist, so I'm keeping it simple again this week. Hope you can bear with me. They ended up being cute anyway. I noticed that I needed some just-a-notes. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I give my cards away for Christmas gifts at the end of the year. All the cards that I've made through the year with multiples. And I don't have any just-a-notes. So I thought I'd go ahead and do these. So I made one. And then I'm making a slight variation on the next one to see if I like it better. If I don't, I'll switch back to the next one. If you are watching me on YouTube, I will have a project sheet that will have all of the cutting instructions and the assembly. Go to my website at stampmesilly.com. If you have any questions or if you'd like a new free catalog, email me at jandufour@yahoo.com. We're getting ready to order from our new mini catalog, which will become effective January 4th, I think. I've gotten a sneak peek and it's so cute, and it's also going to be celebration time. So the end of November is the mailing selector, so if you want it to come automatically to you, make sure you email me with your full mailing address and your email so I can respond. If you want to order directly from me, you can go to my online store at jandufour.stampinup.net. I can't even pronounce my name correctly. It's because of the broken wrist. So this is a very simple card. I even had a leftover piece, which I stuck at the inside. I've started doing that. It kind of, I don't know, gives it a little something more. But this stamp set is called a Bird's Eye View. He's so very cute, with or without glasses, with or without coloring. I think he's beautiful. And then this Go-To Greetings, just a note. I love this set because no matter what phrase you need, you can have a little teeny just-a-note, a medium-sized just-a-note, or a big-sized just-a-note. And there's an extra hello thrown in just for fun. So we're going to be using that set for the sentiment. Again, don't take notes. Go to my blog, stampmesilly.com, and you'll get the project sheet that has all of the measurements. However, I will tell you them here. It's an A2 card, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And yes, I am making 2 of them. I'll show you just how easy it is. It takes very little time, very little extra time to do it. So we've got fresh freesia, and that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I do that because I really like a very, very thin border here. If 8ths bother you, just reduce it to 4 by 5 1/4. The next one, this time I'm going to try using Gorgeous Grape. I did use, what did I use? I used Highland Heather before. And I may switch back to that. We'll see. I'm going to make 1 or 2 cards this way. And then we'll go from there. But this size is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And that's so that I have the bigger border around the edge. I just liked the ratio of color. So that's going to go on there. Oops, I lied. Because first, we're going to have this layer, fresh freesia. Then we're going to have this one. And then I took some designer series paper called Bright and Beautiful. It's kind of the birthday greeting one. Had some very pretty colors. And I forgot to mention at the beginning, this is the Inking Royal blog. And purple was the theme for this month, hence the purple colors. You don't see that a lot on my blog. I don't hate purple, I just don't use it very often. This section is 2.5 by 5 1/8, and that's so that it would hit at the top and the bottom. I wanted that to be, not to have a border up there. Then the fresh fuchsia again, we have 2 by 2 squares. And then 1 by 2 rectangles. My granddaughter would be explaining to me exactly what that's called. And I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape to stamp the owl and the sentiment. So I'm going to take these down, push these out of the way. Start with just the little owl. And of course, if I were making, 10 of these, I would have put this on my Stamparatus or the homemade stamp positioner. If you Google my website, or not Google, do a search on my website, stamp positioner, you'll find out how to make one for $4 or $5, I think I figured out, which is a lot cheaper than most of the others, which cost $100. The Stamparatus was less expensive, and unfortunately that is no longer available. And I understand why. It was a business decision. It was something they needed to do, but I miss it. I still use it, of course. I cheat and use it, but I can't offer that to my customers anymore. So hopefully, I don't like that. 2 sides of a paper. Again, I use my Stamparatus a lot. Let's see, is it right on the bottom? Almost. We're going to do this and see if we like that one better. We do. So as you can see, it takes very little extra time to stamp the second part of it. Now on the glasses, I'm going to close this up. I used Blackberry Bliss. It's a little bit darker, kind of made it stand out. I was wondering what it would look like if I did it in the same color, but I think I'm going to stick with the Blackberry Bliss. Oh, you know what I could do? Let's change it up a little bit. Let's be brave. I'm going to use, what am I going to use? Well, I'm thinking, it's taking me a long time to think. Maybe I'll use, that's Gorgeous Grape there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with this. Because I used the Gorgeous Grape in the background, I was thinking I'd use Gorgeous Grape again, but I'm already using Gorgeous Grape for the cute little owl, so that didn't work out. See, sometimes I can think in my head and keep going, and other times not so much. This is a photopolymer, so you can see his little eyes. And you put it down. And there are his big whomping glasses. I used to have a pair of those. I don't have to wear glasses anymore. I had cataracts and that fixed that. So I can see without it. And there are the 2 little guys with glasses. All right. All we have left to do is to assemble, which is easy peasy. I'm going to start at the bottom. And I can move my hand a lot better than the last week, which was really quite miserable trying to do anything. But I often still turn it some way that I'm not supposed to because it hurts, and that's okay. I talked to the doctor. I've seen my specialist, and it's healing, and we're hoping, it's been 3 weeks, we're hoping another 3 weeks, and that will be off. And then I'll be off to the races. I'll be able to maneuver a little bit better. I'm hoping, because I am using my hand, I won't have to have physical therapy. I've had a lot of physical therapy between my knee and my hip and old age and and many assortments of arthritis. I've had lots of physical therapy. So if I could avoid it, it would be awesome. I'm going to decide after the first one whether I like it better with the Gorgeous Grape rather than Highland Heather. So all I'm doing is putting it in the middle, but I am bringing it all the way down to the edge. That's just the look I want. You could obviously have the edge of the Gorgeous Grape showing. I just chose not to. And then we're going to put some dimensionals. And it's a small enough piece. I'm just going to go with 4. I think that's plenty. And then I'll put 3 on this one just for fun. Ooh, which is the good side? Just a note. Oh, this is better. All right. It freaked me out because it was writing on both sides. And I didn't remember which was which. Okay, I'm going to put the owl on first because he's the bigger piece. And I'm just eyeballing this. I don't know what the measurement would be. I know that I want some of this to show here and have an equal amount there. I wasn't concerned about whether or not this section had the same amount. If that's something that concerns you, then by all means, go ahead and measure it out and make it even, but not something I was planning on doing. I do want about the same on the bottom, so I'm going to put it right about there. Okay, so let me know in your comments, which one do you like better? I don't know, I kind of like them both. I think I'm going to stick with this since I've already got that, and I will glue those when nobody is looking, just to save time on the video. And then the last thing I did was, you gotta have a little bling. You gotta have a little bling. So I was about to plop one down. I wonder how big this is compared to his eye. If you're wondering where I got the... Oh, I think I'm gonna put a big one on here. Oops, I didn't go where I wanted it to. If you're wondering where I got the hook, there are attachments now, new attachments. Oh, it's stuck real good to that little thing. There's new attachments to our Take Your Pick tool. There's this picky point, which is good for picking up things, and also a straight one that came. And then there are, there's a, like a ticket maker, a scoring tool. You can score with that one. And then there's I just stuck the fatter one that's already, that comes with the original Take Your Pick tool, a spatula and that one. And let's see, there's one other one. Yes, I have a lot of these. Oh, there's a knife blade. So yeah, lots of tools. Okay. I guess the big one is okay. I was running out of little ones, so I wanted to try it. And he's got big eyes and big glasses, so he can certainly manage. Well, my French roots are coming out. I said, well. Okay, I do like him with the big eyes. Look at the difference. Little eyes, big eyes. I like the big eyes. And then I will put a small one for a couple reasons, just to highlight just a note. 3 is better than 2, an odd number. And there you have the card. I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Remember, this is the monthly Inking Royal Hop. Please follow the links below to see my fellow bloggers and see what they did with the color purple. Bye for now.